Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a Reddit traffic guide. First of all, account setup. We run on mobile. If it's on web, still create on mobile, then transfer to browser using an anti-detect browser with the same proxy. We don't buy accounts and we don't farm karma. A lot of people get surprised by this, but this is the reason why we sort of have a very low ban rate, is because a lot of the time bans come from buying accounts or farming karma. So obviously if you don't do those two things, your chances are a lot lower. Obviously it takes a little bit longer to grow the account because you're doing it fully organically, but it does pay off in the end because you have, like I said, very low ban rate. Next is a warm up. We do 3 to 5 days. In this warm up, all we do is literally just scroll, upvote like once or twice, comment like once every single day, do that on repeat. And on the last day, this is when you can add a link to the bio, add your whole bio, add your banner, create your little avatar, keep it as avatar by the way, and then make a pin post. And yeah, obviously mobile data or proxy, I forgot to mention that, but the two things I recommend the most is either mobile data or proxy. Obviously, if you plan to possibly switch to web at some point, then I recommend sticking to proxy. And yeah, once the warm-up is done, increase by 1 post per day. So like 1 post today, then 2 tomorrow, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. All the way until you reach 20 a day, okay? Once you reach 20 a day, then you just stick at 20 a day. There are times when you can up it even more, but I wouldn't recommend doing that for the first month anyway. So I'm not going to talk about in this video because 20 a day is more than enough. And yeah. So yeah, the pin posts promoting OF link, and another one with a GIF of a model with link and comments. So you literally just two pin posts, sorry. One of them is literally just a link promoting that, and another one's a video of a model with a link again, but in the comments. So every account we run is niche specific. So basically, let's say we start with 3 accounts. Each account will be different, right? So one will be feet and boobs, another one will be ass, let's say. And we test that. Like I put here, the most important thing on Reddit is testing. So on each account, what you should be testing all the time is the content, the captions, and the subreddits. And the niche, obviously, but it sort of comes with content and subreddits, right? So you gotta keep testing that until you find something that works. So, for example, with the subreddits, let's say you're doing a feet niche. If you think feet is really good for your model, but then it's not working, it could be the subreddits, right? So then you gotta switch out the subreddits and then keep trying. If it's still bad, maybe it's the content. If it's still bad and it's not working good, chances are that niche just isn't good for the model because you've changed subreddits, you've changed content, you've most likely improved it, and it's still not working. So you should try a different niche now. But there's no point switching it too early. First, test out these things, try and improve them, and then once you've done that, that's when you should be like, okay, time to try a different niche. Like I said, it's all about testing on Reddit. Once you find the right thing, the right subreddit, the right niche, the right content, this is when you're going to start seeing better results. And yeah, and last bit of information, for images, Spoofy bot on Telegram to spoof images, and red GIFs to spoof videos. This is basically just needed. If you want to use the same bit of content, then you have to basically spoof it to be able to use it again for their AI to not be able to detect, the fact that you're using it again. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll leave the link to my Telegram in the description. And yeah, see you guys later.